Hello, my name is Javon. I'm here today shooting my first YouTube video, and this video, as well as my channel, will be about tracking my weight loss journey and my fitness goals, trying to show people what it really looks like and how the process goes. I've seen people doing fad diets, doing keto, carnivore, things like that don't work. I myself have fallen into those traps, or these magic pills they come out with every other week to promise people like us that we can lose X amount of pounds in 3 weeks, things like that. And so I wanted to create this channel to provide clarity on what this process looks like and how it's done, the ups and downs, the stalls, plateaus. Hopefully one day, me, as well as yourself, reach fitness goals, but I feel like this would be a good place to start. I'm mainly doing this because as overweight Americans, we are so misled by the TV, news. Just everyone tells you what to do, but very few of them has actually been through this process. I can name a million guys I've watched on YouTube who do fitness videos but have never actually been fat. And I think that's a really key component as to the advice that they're giving and how it manifests itself in overweight people. It's easy to tell people how to lose weight when you've never actually done that yourself. Or maybe they're cutting 20 pounds to walk on stage or something. You know, take down their body fat percentage. But how many of them have actually been in our situation? And so I wanted to provide more clarity on that and also let people know it's a process. It's not going to come overnight. It's not going to be easy. And nobody can guarantee you you're going to lose it. It's something that you have to want. You have to go after it. You have to wake up every day and decide this is what you're going to do. It's not going to be eating keto and taking up your fat. It's not going to be carnivore. It's not going to be these magic pills. It's going to be you and, bottom line, how much you actually want to do this, if you actually want to reach the goals. Also, what I will be doing on the channel is also showing progress and showing you guys from here, day one. And in the upcoming video, I'll be at the gym, and then I'll show you guys my initial weigh-in and then things that I do there. And then we'll just go from there. And you'll see how eventually what it really looks like. Because you can look on Instagram and you can see the before and after pictures, but you never really get the story of what happens between the first picture and the second picture. All you see are the pictures. You never know what happened in between, how long it really took, and what struggles they may have faced going through that. And that's what I want to provide, is a holistic look at the entire thing. Not just, here's what I used to look like, here's what I look like now. I really want to do this for people who really are looking for a way out, who want a better life, who want to feel better, who want to do more things with their life, who are being held back and they don't have the information that maybe I've been privy to, or the understanding of how their body really works or how to go about doing certain things. Because it's not always just go to the gym, lift weights, and you lose weight. Or go outside and run and you'll lose weight. It's not that simple. But I feel like I, throughout this process, can educate you on how to make a fitness plan, but also how to make a lifestyle that will most benefit you. Because we are all individuals, so what works for me may not work for you. What works for you may not work for me, but the goal here is to get you started and to give you solid, wholesome information from someone who's been in your position, who knows what this looks like, what this feels like, the emotional toll it takes on you, your body falling apart, like everything. No one else really understands that. I will upload videos more regularly, and then you guys will have all access to how I do things and how to go about doing them yourself. Like mentioned earlier, it's not going to be easy. You will have failures. You will yo-yo. You will plateau. That's just the facts of it. But as long as you're consistent, you stay with it, you give it your all, you can reach your goals. But where I think so many people get caught up at is that they put time restraints and such hard time limits on these goals. People want to lose weight now. You didn't gain this weight overnight. It's not going to go overnight. But consistency is key. So you'll see that over time it will happen, but it's not going to happen overnight. I would say depending on where you are and what your goal is, because your start weight and your end weight may be different. You may not want to look like somebody else. You may not want to be super skinny. Maybe you get halfway to your goal, you recomp, and you start trying to build muscle to fill out the frame that you have now. Maybe you like where you're at before you completely get rid of everything. So what I will be doing here is sharing my full journey, food tips. I'll show you guys what I eat, how I eat, what I'm doing, and how I'm implementing at least what I formulated in my head to be a good fitness plan. 3 things that you have to get right. That is sleep, that is supplementation, and that is calories in versus calories out. There are a bunch of good weight trackers out there, how to track your calories, but also you need to understand where metabolic rate is now. And you also need to understand what your activity level looks like and what it will look like. Because your base metabolic rate is how many calories your body burns a day without moving. Laying in bed all day, your body burns how many calories. Also, for your goal weight, I think it'd be nice to look that up too, to know where you should start at and where you should end at. But also in between, understand that you'll have to go back continuously and update that and find out how many calories you need to be eating as you go along. Because where you start at, once you start losing weight, you have to recalibrate. So that way you can continue to lose weight. So we can try to avoid some of those plateaus and some of the things that hinder people from continuing with their journey. Also, I feel it's very important not to look at the scale every day. Daily weigh-ins are very discouraging for people, honestly. And that's where a lot of people stop, that I know personally. It's just they weigh themselves every day, see no difference, and then they just stop. But do weigh yourself. You have to track it. I would suggest once a week, once every 2 weeks, so you have a general idea, but it's not your main focus. Your main focus should always be the process. It should be eating right, staying consistent, going to the gym, getting good sleep, and getting good supplementation. That should be the base of all of this. Don't stare at the scales, because if you do what you need to do and do it correctly, results will come. They may not come immediately. It may take time. It may take a lot of effort. They will come. That was my video. If you liked it, you want to see the journey, please consider liking, subscribing, and we can see how this goes.